Okay, wow, we have single digits, this is great. All of you, welcome to the Q&A panel for Demon the Hagan and Minion.
Oh.
And we have 19 minutes until we're out of here. I'm going to go for at least like 17 of those minutes, because at the end I'm going to show you the trailer for my next season, which is, it's in production right now. I'm on a slight hiatus with uploading right now.
Friday reviews. When's the next one?
The next one, I had hoped to do to do stuff about that when I was in America last. My idea for the next video was actually going to be like 8 or 9 episodes of New Who that are good, just to be nice to it. Though I'm thinking the other ones I'm thinking about doing are A Good Man Goes to War, because I fucking hate that. Also thinking about Love and Monsters. There's a couple of other ones, but all of the ones that I have coming up idea-wise are quite big. So I'm trying to think of like a smaller one I can do before having to launch myself into something like that, or Journey's End, or whatever. So. I know.
You're late.
You're lucky.
Yes.
Let
Let me start the Q&A. So, do you have any Q's or A's? None at all. I gotta think of a question for you then. Why are you called Minion 3725?
Because you killed the other ones.
You all saw Chirpy. Now I think that was one of my most viewed videos, because Lupa sort of went obsessive about it and sort of, kept making everyone watch it. So you didn't just watch the review, you watched the full thing. What did you think of Chirpy?
Oh God, why?
Saw your review before. I didn't know what I was expecting, but I did. The censored version.
Yeah, the censored version, I think, in the video is actually in the reviews worse, because what they do there is quite samey. They go over the same stuff over and over again. Well, you can imagine anything, especially if I just add images of birds with horses and the chocobo theme. Because what is a chocobo if not a bird crossed with a horse? Those two are going to have 2 babies. One's going to be a chocobo and one's going to be a pegasus.
Per Sherby.
There is a sequel.
Oh God.
I have never seen it. Apparently it's not as bad as that one. I've got a whole DVD of the guy's animation, but no Chirpy 2's on it. Oh well.
I'm sure you'll find it at some stage. She always does.
Probably. I mean, I'm currently looking for a movie called The Death of the Wicked. The End of the Wicked? The End of the Wicked. Okay, basically, imagine a Christian fundamentalist crazy shit movie. But it's made by a woman from Nigeria. And this woman, she is infamous for convincing people that their children are witches and they should be killed and murdered and stuff. And she did this movie basically justifying that. So it's about child witches and how, if children witches, they should be burned to death. So this movie is horrific. But the only way I can think of finding it is if you give her money, and I'm not giving her money. But so if I find a copy somewhere, somehow, I will try to get it like secondhand or something. But it's shitly fucked up, End of the Wicked.
What a convention down. We don't have any.
Well, it's I think it's partly because the booklet here. The booklet was very, very clever. It used my Tigwatig Wikipedia, the Tigwatig Wiki sort of a thing here. But they didn't mention I was on Tigwatig, so people would be like, oh, Destiny Blue was here last year, David Vincent, he's a voice actor. Who the fuck is that? And then they might go, oh, that's that person that turned up ruining that heavy metal episode of the Nostalgia Critics. Well, to boldly flee, there was the Minions who had the black masks. Now, what happened there was, I was a little bit annoyed that they didn't lampshade that by saying like, oh, the Minions look like Hagans Minions. So I didn't do that. But then a creature who runs my Tumblr got a little bit annoyed about this and left an angry message. And Rob Walker found out about that and contacted me and was very, very apologetic. Now, I'd done a video basically lampshading this, being Hagan being really annoyed about to boldly flee with the, because I'm using the Minions and everything and, not even giving her any recompense in return, like, say, naked pictures of the Nostalgia Chick or something. So then I sent this file to Doug, sorry, to Rob, and Rob was all like, "Ah, it's brilliant, I'm going to put this on the DVD." Wasn't on the DVD. So I got another apologetic thing. Yes, I lost it. I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. I got an idea. You do something like that for year 5, because we're not going to bring you for year 5. Oh, thank you. So be annoyed that you're not there at year 5. So then I'm in Philadelphia, and I'm like, okay, he wanted me to do something. Okay. And then he sends me a message saying, actually, we had a better idea. Rather than do another video like that, we want to put you at the end of the film bitching about the fact that you're not in it. By the way, and here's a script I wrote. Here's like 12 pages. Holy shit. It literally took an hour to film, and it is really fucking long. One shot, which he had put for on camera for me talking on the phone to someone, took over a minute to film. Those guys are incredible. I have no idea how they managed to remember all the fucking lines they have. But yes.
Sorry, on the commentary for Bobby Fee, I thought you said that Rob saw it and then he went, oh shit, no.
Yes, he did. Yeah, Rob had written the minions into Bodley Fleet as wearing helmets, like stormtroopers.
Yeah.
And then Doug apparently filmed some stuff with them when he wasn't there, and they came in and he's like, oh shit.
Something I was wondering, in the review we just saw, not sure, forgive me for rating you.
Yeah.
What do you need condoms for?
I don't know, I just, if I remember correctly, the line was something along the lines of, I never used them myself, but I just fucking love condoms.
We have now thoroughly confused the random people who came in hoping this was a cosplay panel.
Yeah, we're talking about that guy with the glasses and stuff? Yeah, I'm one of the C-listers on Ticket Day.
We've traumatized them.
Oh dear, I'm so sorry. I did a podcast with Zach Lawrence, who does, he does Christian movies, and he's like a born-again Christian, and he's in Texas. We did a podcast where we talked about Christian movies because I have a weird obsession with them. But whenever we were talking, I have semi-convinced him that he should do a review of International Guerrillas, the Muslim terrorist movie that I reviewed, as an April Fool's for his show. You know, the one that features like the Quran flying around and a lightning bolting people to death till they melt. So I'm hoping that he'll do it. And we're also talking about doing a crossover on Megiddo, the Omega Code 2. Because the Omega Code 1 is a regular Left Behind-ish movie, or like the Apocalypse movies. But Megiddo 2, it kind of doesn't give a shit. It's the same director as The Man from Hong Kong and Turkey shit. And it was, it stars Michael Biehn as the President of the United States, and his brother is the Antichrist, who's the head of the European Union, and they battle. At the end, Michael York turns into a CGI devil, and Michael Biehn kills him with a rifle. It's like it takes all of the tropes of rapture movies and doesn't give a shit. It's great. Yeah, don't know if any of you've seen it because it's not going to take me yet. The Last House on Dead End Street review. It was supposed to be a crossover with Brad, but basically because I had severe amount of trouble getting in contact with him. A bunch of emails were getting eaten up and everything, so it eventually had to be retooled into a single one by me. But me and him are planning to do a crossover again at some point. But we're not sure when. I'm also working on a special 4-part crossover series with Rap Critic. 2 movies, 2 albums. That just gives you the idea that Insane Clown Posse that's going to be the theme of those 4. I'm also working a crossover with Happy Viking. He was on Revutopia, but he's heavy metal. He's from Canada. He's really funny. And I'm working with Count Jacula. He appeared in my God of Vampires review, playing. Well, he played himself, but he got assaulted for the copy of God of Vampires from the Magfest.
Yeah, I was wondering, in the vein on Turkey Shoots, in the vein of Australian prison things that are actually I was wondering if you were ever planning to review Fortress. I think I saw a clip from it in one of your reviews.
Fortress starring Christopher Lambert.
Yes,
It's not on my list, but it's definitely. But one thing I'm thinking about doing is like a month dedicated to Stuart Gordon, who directed Fortress. So I may well do that. I'm working out what 4 I'd like to do from Stuart Gordon.
Well, he also produced a much worse sequel to
Fortress 2, yeah. That's when it was in space, wasn't it? Or,
yeah.
Yeah.
Space station.
Fortress 1 there's a fascinating story behind Fortress 1. That was supposed to be a big budget movie starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnie, you see, loved Reanimator. Reanimator was filmed at the same time with the same extras and the same sort of sets as the Terminator. James Cameron's father is in Reanimator as an extra. And then Arnold Schwarzenegger's stunt double from the Terminator is in Reanimator playing a zombie as well. And James Cameron and Arnie sort of became fans of Reanimator, and Arnie convinced Stuart Gordon to appear in this movie, Fortress, which he was going to direct this movie, Fortress. But then Arnie dropped out. I think he went off to do Total Recall then, and Stuart Gordon was left with a much lower budget. And that would have been, Fortress would have been his ticket out of the, just being a genre horror director, but he ended up stuck there because his big jumps into the mainstream never happened. Like, he also was supposed to direct Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Stuart Gordon, who wrote and directed Reanimator and Day Gone and King of the Ants, and all these really obscure sort of horror-ish films, he wrote